Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What's up, witches? Welcome to Shell's Spells, a place for spellcrafting, fortune-telling, and other fun witchery. So, grab your grimoire, light your cauldron, and let's make some magic. The tools you will need. Mint promotes loving feelings. Red candle for passion. Jasmine incense for loving emotions. Rose quartz brings about love and friendship. Light the incense. Light the candle. Look deep within the flame. Concentrate. Visualize love coming into your life. When you feel you are ready, chant 9 times. Air and east, hear me plead. Bring to me the love I need. Air and east, hear me plead. Bring to me the love I need. Air and east, hear me plead. Bring to me the love I need. After the 9th time, say, East and air, thanks to thee, as I will, so mote it be. Let the candle and incense extinguish themselves. Take the mint outside and sprinkle in the wind. Carry the stone with you. It is done. From the source, American Witch Stories by Hubert J. Davis. Witch Mountain in Carroll County is about 7 miles northwest of Hillsville, Virginia. It got its name more than 150 years ago when a clan of people who believed in and practiced witchcraft settled there. It consists of high, rugged terrain with several cliffs that cast weird shadows. The sun never seems to shine there, and the jarring cries of bats are the only nighttime sounds. Hosea Ward of Bridle Creek lived in that area and tells this story. As a boy of 10, I felt pretty grown when my mother let me go alone to visit my granny. Her cabin rested along the base of Witch Mountain, about a mile from our house. I always ran the distance, my little heart thumping the whole way. An old Irish woman, affectionately known as Aunt Nancy Bobbitt, lived alone up a narrow, dark hollow, not too far from Granny's cabin. A lot of people, including my mom, thought that Nancy was a witch, but Granny assured me that though she was odd, she was not a witch. I enjoyed Aunt Nancy's exciting stories. She seemed to have an endless supply of witch stories. She was a firm believer in witches and their magic, and she told me that the mountains were full of witches to this day. She said she knew of a whole coven, and she knew them all personally. Because of this, people just assumed that she too was a witch. When I would get ready to leave after my visits, she would always warn me to be very careful when walking through the woods alone. Aunt Nancy stirred my imagination and curiosity with her stories, and I decided that I wanted to be a witch when I grew up. So, I asked her, how do people become witches? She began to talk. Becoming a witch isn't easy. You must give it some serious thought. If a body was sure he wanted to become a witch, he has to swap his soul to the devil for the soul of some wicked dead person. He'd have to promise to do the devil's bidding for the rest of his life. First, he'd have to climb to the top of the highest knob on Witch Mountain and carry a black cat or a black hen. And then he'd happen to find the Indian graveyard at a place where 2 Indian trails cross. There, he'd have to draw a big ring in the dust about 15 feet across and dance in a circle each morning at the break of day for 8 mornings in a row. On the 9th morning, he'd have to put one hand on the top of his head and the other at the sole of his foot and say, "I give all betwixt my 2 hands to the devil. I swear to do everything he asks of me." Then the devil come right up over the edge of the cliff and nip him on the shoulder so it bleeds. Then the devil tells him how to wet his finger in the blood and sign an X to this pact. Then the soul of the wicked person swaps places with his soul and he be a witch. Then the devil will say some magic words over the cat or hen and change it into an imp, a toad, or a beetle. Welcome to the Divination Den. Today, we'll be talking about fortune telling with dice. You will need 2 dice and a piece of paper on which you have drawn a circle. Take up the dice and concentrate on a question. Throw the dice into the circle. Add the numbers of the dice and consult the upcoming list of answers. If a die falls outside of the circle, it is not counted. So that's it, witches. Please make sure you never leave a burning candle unattended. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Thanks for watching and have a magical day.